It's Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Ooh, welcome to DBL. It's Friday. I'm Tori. I'm here with Jeff. And we got Lindsay joining us from home. Lindsay, how you feeling?
Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going well. It's going to be Halloween soon. Ooh.
I know, it's a scary outfit you have on.
Your scary face.
Wow, taking it to the next level. I started just with the outfit. We're already taking jabs at the face.
It's going to start, guys. Now, before we actually get started, we got to tease you first because in just a few minutes, it is part 2 of my one-on-one interview with Tiger King's Carole Baskin. From her feud with Joe Exotic, and yes, I go there, to the rumor she killed her ex-husband, Don. She is talking about everything, and that's coming up in just a bit. And she has answers, but let's see if you guys believe them.
To those murder rumors.
To those tiger-eating rumors.
Like, were you in the debate club in high school? Did you murder somebody
It was
possibly?
an awkward turn. It was an awkward turn, I'll tell you that. We're going to kick things off with Halloween. Let's hear that music again. Cool.
That's scary enough.
Cool. This year, of course, is a little different, trick-or-treating during a pandemic and all, but this Halloween will be a little more spooktacular for a different reason, because tomorrow night's sky will be lit up by a full moon. Now, it's the second full moon this month, which will make it the rare blue moon. Meantime, parents are making all sorts of plans to keep trick-or-treating safe this year. Halloween face masks are all the rage, and many folks are leaving candy out in bowls or using candy chutes to deliver treats. Finally, you got to check out these two 4-year-old twin sisters with their election-themed costumes, dressed up as, of course, President Trump and Joe Biden. Look at the tan on President Trump.
That's great.
It's a strong color.
That's a framer right there. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Lindsay, do you like these two? You see them?
I do. I don't know if I would get the kids political, but I think it's cute.
We got one of each, so you balance it out. You balance out the hate mongering.
That's true. What are your kids doing, Jeff, for Halloween?
We dress. I don't know if we have a picture of my kids, but we dressed them up as Wayne and Garth.
Yeah!
So this was
good.
last month because we had to get my little one Leighton's haircut.
So that's his real hair.
That's his real hair, and it was out of control. And my wife is like, we got to dress them up and take a picture before, but I wouldn't let it last till Halloween. So I was like, take the picture now, and we're cutting his hair.
That is.
So that was a month ago, but that's a framer as well.
That's unbelievable. I think we have a picture of what I went to. This is in 2010. Guess this. I went as Jill and Joe Biden. Isn't that crazy?
Look at you predicting the future.
Wow.
We just really liked them as the vice president, and we had a George Washington wig, and Brooks made it a Joe Biden wig. Lindsay, what are you going as? You are the queen of Halloween.
You had a spare George Washington wig laid around?
Listen, I really love Halloween. I was TLC before. I was Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott commented on my post yesterday that I post a throwback of the Missy Elliott costume. So I was blown away. My whole Halloween is made. So I'm not even going to dress up as anything this year because that's just like life goals.
I remember that outfit.
It was the best
from the video
outfit I've ever seen, and she had the trash bag. So Missy commented.
Trash bag?
Yeah, it was a huge, like, big, like, inflatable bag.
Yeah, but I mean, trash bag?
No, I'm sorry. It was a cool suit. So Missy wrote, what did she write?
She wrote fire symbols, like 10 fire symbols underneath the photo. I was like,
because that was her video.
I know, when she was doing this thing. That is so cool. How awesome.
That's very cool.
Missy Elliott. All right. Let's move on to something scarier, the election. We've just got 4 days until the election.
Oh, man.
4 days. Come on, we got to talk about it. We got to go there. But already, early voting is setting all sorts of records. More than 82 million ballots have been cast. That's incredible. Now, if you plan on voting by mail, many experts are saying it's now too late. They just won't get there in time. But do not worry. You've got plenty of other options. You can drop them off at a drop box. Make sure it's got a seal on there. There's also the option to vote early in person. Wear a mask, of course. And, of course, voting on Election Day also is perfectly fine. We want to give a shout-out to voters in Texas because already more than 9 million of them have cast their ballot. That's more than the total turnout in 2016, Jeff, for Texas.
That's terrific.
Amazing. Also, bravo to the youth. It is way up, that youth vote, more than 600% this year. Finally, check this out. That's actor Paul Rudd handing out cookies to voters in Brooklyn yesterday in the rain, no less. What a great guy. Ant-Man. Love Paul Rudd. What do you think of all this record turnout, Linz, and especially the youth vote? Way to rock the vote. What a reference.
I think given everything, that's a classic reference. Given everything that's going on, I think that it's so important that people are still exercising their right to vote. I know that a lot of people are worried about health. My parents were online for an hour and a half because they wanted to do it in person. They actually talked about the feel of it. And so in Colorado, I want to commend them because out here, to me, it was an easy process. There were not as long lines as I've seen in DC and New York. So I think that we are lucky, and maybe other states should follow suit for the future, because I think mail-in voting is the way of the future, really, for moving forward.
I definitely think so too. And you know, I don't want to get too serious here, Jeff, but the youth have a lot to deal with on their plate, right? Not only the recession and the economy, which is awful, climate change, right? But remember Parkland, that's all kids that kind of came in and dealt with gun control and all that. We also have kids dealing with healthcare. So it's like they have a huge say in this, and it's just such a turnaround from 2016.
Well, I'm glad they're speaking their voice, right? I think no matter what generation it is, the time that you're in, you always feel like it's the worst. But I've talked to people that lived through the 60s, and you know, there's always some sort of problem going on. We could be in a world war. I mean,
Civil War, remember?
Yeah, absolutely. So you could go back to any time in history. It's always been tough. But I'm glad they're stepping up and doing their part, because you know, it's their duty in essence. We should have left them a better world. That's always the goal, but it's their duty if they want to step up and change things, and now's the time.
Absolutely. And it's a magical, powerful moment. So let us know if you voted and how you felt about it. Like Lindsay's parents said, the feeling of it is really something special. Okay, before we go to break, we got a viral video to share what happens when a raccoon gets inside a high school. Well, turns out we got some Benny Hill music.
I wish you were wearing your other outfit right now.
This little raccoon is crazy fast. The furry little guy runs at least 7 staff members out of control, including an animal control officer. But it all turned out okay when someone, shockingly, opened the door. And the guy ran outside free.
Woof! Woof! That was a nail biter. I'm glad he got away. But I want to go back, Lindsay. Before the show, Tori changed 3 times. This is her 3rd outfit, but one of them would have really matched that.
I wore
that
just
background music.
It was an overall set, and they kept being like, "Green Acres is the place," so I changed. So I would have gone.
We shamed her out of it. You looked good in it.
Oh, Tori, come on! You didn't give me a chance to see the outfit.
Should I wear it next week? Okay, I promise
Change
everyone.
a commercial break.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, it's good.
No, it's not good. Lindsay.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Stick around, because coming up, part 2. It's so good, you guys, of our interview with Tiger King star Carol Baskin. We could not let her go without asking about those murder rumors surrounding her ex. And just in time for Halloween, there's a website that's going to turn your face literally into a zombie. Don't think we aren't going to try it out, because Jeff's face won't even change. And as we go to break, we thank our coworkers taking the pandemic seriously and working from home. We'll be right back.
Slipped one in before the break.
See yourself.
Welcome back to DBL. Before this year, no one had heard of Carole Baskin. But thanks to the hit documentary series Tiger King, she became a pop culture icon. So in part 2 of my interview with Carole, we talk about Joe Exotic and, yes, her ex-husband's disappearance too. I bet you're watching. That's today's Chatting with the Stars. Joining us is Carole Baskin. Welcome to Daily Blast Live, Carole. I did want to ask you, you've said before the producers of Tiger King pitched this to you.
Carole is the Mother Teresa of cats.
We will end the private possession of these cats.
This is my way of living, and nobody's going to tell me any otherwise.
A series very different from what it turned out to be, as if they almost tricked you, like we were talking about a prank, but in not a great way. What did they tell you, Carole?
Yeah, we really did feel betrayed.
Yeah.
Because they came to us saying that they wanted to do the blackfish of big cats. Are you familiar with blackfish?
Oh yeah, with the dolphins and the whales, absolutely.
So, I mean, this whole industry is just horrific. And so this is what they said they were going to do. They said the name of it, I think, was going to be Stolen Wildlife. They've even said in interviews that they've done since then that that was their original intent, and that they were finding, you know, they were going to do like a different episode on each kind of species that was being taken this way and exploited this way. And somewhere along the line, they decided that they wanted to turn it into a feud between me and Joseph Schreibvogel. I've never spoken to Joe Schreibvogel. If you're going to have a feud, you have to have two people that are having a big fight, right? I mean, there has to be like all of this back and forth. And they got plenty of that on Joe's side, but they couldn't get any of it from me. And they kept coming back again and trying, you know, all they wanted to talk about was Joe and asking questions about Joe. And it was like, it's not about Joe. It's about these animals and the abuses that they're suffering. And so I thought for 5 years that I was getting this across to them, that it was this whole industry, this whole network of people that are exploiting animals, not just one guy. And I could not believe what they produced with it.
I mean, it's very different.
Oh my gosh, nothing could have prepared me for what that freak show turned out to be.
Wow. Well, obviously, one of the things you're unhappy with is how the series implies, of course, that you had a role in your ex-husband's disappearance. Now there's Dateline episodes on Dawn and even billboards advertising rewards for information. I want you to be able to speak. What is your message, Carole, to the people who say you killed your husband? What do you want to be able to say?
The producers of Tiger King had access to all of the information that debunked all of the things that they said in their production. Why they chose not to show those to the public, I can only suspect is because it would not have sold as well as it did. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/Netflix, I understand it's something like 28,000 words, so it's a lot of reading. But there's pictures and there's video, people, for those of you that don't like to read. And it goes through line by line of all of the lies that were told in Tiger King and what the truth is and where people can actually go and see in the public record the truth. It's not just my word against their word. I've got the public record. I mean, you can go to the courthouse. Anybody can go to the courthouse and see that the things that they had implied there are just not true.
Well, anyone who watched the documentary knows Joe Exotic is currently serving time for his murder-for-hire scheme that targeted you. People forget about that. Are you happy? Do you feel safer with the sentence with him behind bars?
Like 2 or 3 days ago, I was riding my bike home on that trail where he had hired the guy to come and kill me. And a woman stopped me and she said she wanted to do a selfie with me. And I said, well, you need to stay about 8 feet away from me to do that if you're going to take your mask off. And I said, besides, I don't know if you might be a hitman. And she's like, a what? And I was like, well, you're doing this because of Tiger King, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, I just love the show. And he goes on and on. And I'm like, well, you know, there was like a hitman that was hired to kill me on this trail. And he just stopped me on this trail. And she just,
it blew over.
She didn't remember any part of that.
Oh, my Lord. My word.
What do people think they saw?
If you had the option, Carole Baskin, would you do this over again?
I still would, because my philosophy on life is that everything happens exactly as it should and that it will all work out for the betterment of all of us. 2020 has been the worst year ever for anybody.
Yes, we hear you, amen.
I feel bad whining.
No, I understand. You had a particularly hard 2020, I would say.
But as bad as it was, I really think that it is now causing us to stop and look at this and go, well, what about those cub petting things? Where do those cubs come from? Where do they end up? And I think people are asking questions that maybe they wouldn't have asked.
I always say knowledge is power, and no matter how it got out there, you know what I mean? The knowledge is now out there, and I do think that's a fair and valid point. Carol Baskin, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us at Daily Blast Live. We so appreciate your time. We will be right back.
Thank you.
If you have
Welcome back to DBL. Tomorrow is Halloween. Woo! And while some people love the idea of dressing up and trick-or-treating, others are terrified of the holiday. So there's actually a phobia of Halloween. It's a real thing. It's called samhainophobia. It's an anxiety disorder that brings up real feelings of terror, so much so that if someone with the phobia even thinks about Halloween, they will feel a sense of imminent danger or dread. They will start sweating, shaking, and having heart palpitations. Jeff, you have a thing with dolls that don't have a facial expression.
Yeah, I don't like no expression.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd rather have a burglar with armed, maybe perhaps with a knife, I have a better chance, than like a little girl standing in my living room with a balloon when I come in the house.
With
At least
no
I have a chance against the knife. That little girl with a balloon, I have no chance.
No chance.
I'm going through the wall like a cartoon.
Lindsay, what are you scared of this Halloween issue? Or do you like embrace it?
I'm actually the most scaredy cat person you guys probably know. I can't watch any scary movies. Like Jurassic Park made me cry, and that's not even a scary movie. But I still like Halloween a lot. So I guess it's like this juxtaposition that doesn't make any sense. But Halloween's more of a joke to me than scary.
I like your costumes. They're so good. Everyone go to her Instagram and check out her costumes. They're unbelievable. Lindsay Granger, amazing. Continuing with Halloween, there's a website out there that will turn you into a zombie. So we had to do it. Check it out. MakeMeAZombie.com, where even gorgeous celebrities like Beyonce and Will Smith can be transformed to the undead. The website even took on the president. Oh my gosh. And Joe Biden.
They don't look that different.
Oh, no. Okay, Jeffrey. I knew you were going to say that, so I
You gotta get it. Listen, I zinged them both. I zinged them both. People right at the fingers like, all right, he got both of us.
He got them both. So we thought we'd have some fun and turn us all into zombies. All right, let's see how Jeff looks. You ready? Zombified. Here we go. Oh!
Listen, that's not a bad-looking zombie.
You don't look bad at all.
I mean, a little dental work, and I'm good. I'm good to go.
You seem like tighter skin and everything.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
You kind of look the exact same. So
and the hair is on point, Jeff?
The hair is on point. I'm kind of okay with that.
All right.
I like you better as a zombie. Lindsay Granger, let us see. What does Lindsay Granger look like? Whoa.
I feel like Lindsay could do like one of her Halloween costumes.
Really?
That's scary.
That is a little scary.
That is very scary.
It looks like you got an accident.
But one thing, look, my smile is still just as big.
Hey, Your teeth are pearly white, so
Yeah,
good job on
good
the
job.
brushing. Maybe a little gum problem, but just the teeth
But
are
not
good.
a smoker. Really good zombie work. Now I'm going to look at my turn. Let's see how I look.
Ah! Oh, wait, it didn't tap.
Oh, a little bloody.
Not bad. It's kind of like you before makeup.
Yeah. That's not right. That's not right.
That's what Tori looks like when she comes in the makeup room in the morning.
It's terrible. Just dripping in blood for no reason.
coffee?
Oh my gosh. All right,
Tori, your hair looks red in that picture.
yeah, if you've watched the show for a long time, you've seen me go from blonde to like red to like brown to back to blondie. So, you know, it's all just a colorful array, a palette, if you will. We'll be right back.
I love
You're
it.
like, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Promotional consideration.
DBL. Tomorrow is the spookiest day of the year, and although there may be fewer children wandering along the streets than usual, it is important for people behind the wheel to be safe. We're chatting about it in today's DBL Drive, sponsored by CarShield. First, a great way to let other drivers know that their kids are present or avoid damaging your car is to use your hazard lights while out trick-or-treating. Next, even though you may not be engaging in tomorrow's activities, don't forget to drive slow. slowly, when you're around neighborhoods or residential streets. And the last one may sound simple, but with all the in and out of cars, don't forget, have everyone put on their seatbelt, even if you're going not too far. When it comes to your car, for peace of mind, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote. Lindsay, we had to dig into your Instagram and pull up because it's too good. This is Lindsay Granger in 2 different Halloween costumes that are unbelievable. The first one we believe is TLC. She went as T-Boz. Let's take a look at that. Look at Granger in the middle.
Wow.
Look how good she is in her.
That is from the Creep video. If you guys saw the Creep video back in the day, that's 2 of my friends.
Oh my God.
That's really good.
You look exactly like,
That looks like an album cover.
It's so good. And next we have the infamous.
My favorite.
Missy.
Both great, but this one's the best. Look how good that is.
That was the most ridiculous thing because afterwards, I tried to actually go have a normal day and have a drink somewhere, and I was like knocking things down. I was with our producer, Kelly Schuberth, who I miss dearly, and it was ridiculous.
Like, your dances are super good. We also want to let everyone know this was what I was wearing, so everyone can get a visual.
How do we have a photo of it? That wasn't too bad.
What do you guys vote?
I remember that outfit. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic hard no, I think, is what's going on here. Thanks for the music. I appreciate the full 3D version of it.
Well, it's kind of like one of those things you have to be here, because if you were in the room, there's only a couple of us, we have to make ourselves laugh before the show starts.
Stuff. Yeah,
so the outfit wasn't that bad, but the jokes were really funny.
It wasn't that good. I think I'm going to keep
But also, Tori, last time you had it on a black turtleneck underneath, and I really appreciated that. This green one gives it a real farmer vibe.
You can't go wrong with a green turtleneck. Just remember that.
DBL's new every day. Please have a safe Halloween, spooky Halloween. We will see you Monday, same time, same place. Bye, guys.
Ooh, I like the music.